PCOS Dev Session, May 29, 2026. We came in today chasing a specific question. How far can we push performance on the hardest category of reasoning tasks, the ones with no obvious structural hints, no easy patterns, just raw problem-solving required? The session opened with a bug fix that had been sitting from last time. A tie-breaking issue in one of our induction strategies. Two colors appearing equally often, the system picking the wrong one. Simple root cause, clean fix, immediate gain. From there, we ran a full evaluation, 30 of the hardest tasks. The system came in at 22 wins. We shipped a new induction layer. 7 distinct strategies for recognizing and applying relational patterns, and reran. 25 wins. 3 new tasks cracked, 0 regressions. Then we hit a wall. 5 tasks that resisted everything. More strategies weren't moving the needle. That's when the conversation shifted. We started asking why those 5 were resistant. Not what strategy are we missing, but what is the system actually doing when it fails? And the answer that emerged was surprising. It's not a reasoning problem. The system can reason. It's a perception problem. The system can't see what's broken. Here's the insight that landed. You can't perceive incoherence in a system until you know what that system is supposed to do. Its function. A broken chair leg is only broken relative to what a chair leg is for. The remaining tasks all require identifying the function of the scene first. What is this grid trying to be? And only then does the broken part become visible. The system currently tries to solve and perceive simultaneously. It generates candidate solutions and measures which ones are more coherent. That's reasoning under a blindfold, trying options until something scores well, rather than looking at the scene and knowing. We drew a parallel. A twice exceptional person walks into a room and immediately knows what's wrong. Not because they reasoned faster, because they're wired to perceive structural deviation before conscious analysis begins. The broken thing surfaces. The reasoning comes after, to confirm and execute. That perceptual layer, call it isomorphic system awareness, is what the system needs. The ability to recognize this scene is the same type as something I've encountered before, and from that recognition, immediately know where the anchor is. Once you have the anchor, the solution isn't searched for. It flows from the anchor automatically. Every broken piece has exactly one path back, and then the conversation went somewhere deeper. That kind of fast, pre-conscious anchor identification, the sixth sense, that's not mystical. That's what happens when patterns have been experienced enough times to stop being memories you retrieve and become something you just are. Living memory. The football fan who doesn't need to think about what's wrong with the offensive line formation. They see it. It's substrate. The system's existing architecture already has a place for that. A deep pattern layer designed to hold exactly this kind of crystallized, zero-cost recognition. It's built but not yet populated. Filling it over time through accumulated experience. That's the developmental path. Not more clever strategies, more time with the patterns until they become living. We logged the insight, committed the findings, and left the door open for the next session to wire perception before reasoning. Not as one strategy among many, but as the primary gateway everything else flows through. 25 out of 30. The 5 that remain aren't harder problems. They're problems the system can't yet see clearly enough to solve.